this next high mileage Ram episode brought to you by Real Truck. If you don't mind, stick around to the end of the video. I've got some more information I want to share with you. Welcome back to Truck Central. I'm Mr. Justin Wheeler, and this is the 2019 Ram 1500 High Mileage Edition. Kind of. This is not the Ram. This is my Ford F-150 Loaner. It doesn't have a lot of the creature comforts that we've come to know and love about our Ram 1500, but it's not bad. You know, it's got a little screen here. It has words on it you can read, see what song it is. It's got power steering. Anyway, I'm driving this truck today because my truck is in the shop. Again, getting some warranty work done. I think about 99,900 and something. I'm close to 100,000 miles, and I'm pretty sure I have the dreaded exhaust manifold crack. Now, if you have a 5th gen Ram or are looking for a 5th gen Ram, there's a good chance that you are familiar with this issue. Let's go back a step. In the 4th gen Rams that came equipped with the 3rd gen Hemi, one very common problem that many truck owners had was the exhaust manifold studs or bolts would snap. They would just shear off right at the block. And what a lot of people had to do is they would have to pull the exhaust manifolds off and pull those studs out and replace them with better quality, higher strength studs. Well, the studious engineers at Ram thought they solved this problem for us, and so in the 5th gen they gave us stronger exhaust manifold bolts. Well, unfortunately, something's gotta give. Just during the thermal cycles where the expansion and contraction of that cast material that the manifolds are made out of, there's going to be movement. And since the new studs aren't moving, the manifold is, and it's cracking. And it's a common problem, and I think I have it. So I took the truck to the shop yesterday, dropped it off, and told them what my suspicions were, and they didn't seem surprised, which made me feel good and bad. You know, when you take something to the dealership, I feel like you always have to kind of prove yourself, prove your problem, because they want to tell you there's not a problem. So, you know, whenever they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, he's in for the manifold, it's like, yeah, okay, so this is a common thing. And so we're going to get that looked at. I'm going to go ahead, if you think that you have an exhaust manifold crack but you're not sure, I'm going to go ahead and include a clip right now so you can hear what it sounds like when it's cold. So that's definitely not normal. And the tricky thing about this exhaust manifold crack problem is that when it warms up, that cast material, it expands again, and that crack fills and it gets quiet. And, you know, for the longest time, I kept thinking my mind was playing tricks on me because I would hear it and then I wouldn't. More often than not, I wouldn't hear it because I get in the habit of remote starting my truck everywhere I go. Every morning, remote start. I go outside and things already warmed up. When I leave the office, I remote start. By the time I get outside and my stuff's packed up, it's fairly warm. When I'm out in the field, I just leave the thing idling so it never gets cold. So I hadn't had a lot of opportunities to catch this issue, and it's just by happenstance that I happen to think, you know, maybe I should get this looked at. I think there's a problem, and I really think there is. So you know what it sounds like cold. Let me show you a clip of what it sounds like warm, and you'll see that there's a pretty stark difference between the two. Okay, so that pretty much sold me. When I watched those two video clips side by side, that pretty much sold me, hey, there's definitely a problem. So to the dealership we went, we got it dropped off. My extended warranty is just about to expire. You know, I was really on the fence about whether or not I should even opt for the extended warranty. I know most people don't. Most people think it's kind of a ripoff. If this does end up being cracked manifolds, and if the extended warranty covers it, which it should, then it'll probably be worth it. I looked on my paperwork last night. I think I paid like $1,900 for the extended warranty, and based on what I'm seeing online, it seems fairly common that to have this repair done, it's somewhere between $1,500 and $2,000, depending on if it's one manifold cracked, both manifolds cracked. You know, you just never know. So if you're looking at one of these trucks and you are on the fence about, should I get the extended warranty, I would say yes, depending on cost, or check and see if the manifolds have ever been replaced. So one thing I also noticed whenever I was looking on the forums was that this isn't a high mileage problem. This isn't just me and other people who have 75, 80, 100,000 miles on their trucks that are seeing this. This is popping up at 20,000, 30,000 miles. So the good news is that it is covered under the factory 60,000 mile warranty. It's a cast part. It's not a wear item. If they crack, they should be replaced for free. So don't be scared of this. If you're looking at buying one of these trucks and you're afraid that this is going to happen, because it probably will, you can get it covered, even if it's early in the life of the truck. So keep that in mind. It's not the end of the world. Honestly, it'd be a great opportunity to get some headers. There are some good replacement manifold options out there on the aftermarket scene. They're not super expensive. They're honestly probably a little cheaper than just replacing the stock headers, or the stock manifolds, excuse me. If this was not under warranty, I would absolutely be putting a more free-flowing system on, and probably not have to spend an arm and a leg, and then maybe even get a little bit more horsepower out of the deal. So anyway, I'm in the old F-150 XL for a day or two. One thing that I think I got lucky on is they said they weren't back ordered on parts. A lot of people on the forums are waiting weeks, months before the new manifolds will come in, and luckily that's not the case for me. They told me if they are cracked that I'll probably have the truck back today, maybe tomorrow. So just a couple day turnaround. So once I have those in my hand and get the truck back, I will give you guys an update, and we'll see just where we stand on the probably one of the more common repair problems that we've seen. You know, the truck had the steering nut issue. That was not uncommon. The AC issue, not uncommon. And this just might be even more common than those. I guess time will tell, and wear and tear will tell. So anyway, I'll keep you posted on that as usual. Thanks for watching. As I'm sure you've seen, Real Truck is the new sponsor for this season. They're going to be sending us some goodies to put a little pep in the old dusty Dodge's step. But they don't just have Ram parts. They've got Chevy, Ford, Nissan, Toyota, you name it. Everything from wheels, tires, intakes, tunes. They even got the gooseneck hitch that I've got in the back. We'll leave a link to that in the description if you want to turn your half-ton into a hot shot hauler, or not, whatever you prefer. So head on over to realtruck.com, check it out for yourself, but keep me in mind if you see something over there that you think would go well with the old high mileage Ram. Leave a comment down below, let us know what you think would be a good install video, and maybe we'll bring it to you. As always, thanks for watching.